Hey everyone, Dream here. Welcome back to my channel. As you've read or seen, today we're doing another yes or no. But before we get into this, I just want to let you guys know that there is no one particular way of going about this. Say if you open this reading and you feel like everything's good, everything resonates, that is perfect. This is why we're here. I'm so glad it resonates with you. And if you go into this and you feel like the reading does not resonate with you, you can just jump forward to your final answer, get your yes or no. There's, like I said, no particular way of going about this. Take it however it resonates, how you feel like doing it. So with that being said, let's get into this. We have three piles here: brown, green, and purple. Take your time, pick your pile, and after you're done choosing your pile, you can always scroll down to the comment section below or description box to find your timestamp that's going to link you to your personal reading. So without further ado, let's get into this. Hey group one, if you guys chose brown, welcome to your reading. So let's get into this. And your first card, and you guys have here the Nine of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I can already tell that whatever it is that you're asking for, it seems like a wish that hasn't come into fruition, something you have been waiting for probably quite some time. But there is this question of reconsidering your question, because a lot of times with the Nine of Cups being in reverse, it's like, are you sure of like the long-term consequences of what it is that you're asking for? See, for some of you, I feel like there may be a lot that you have to be, grateful for. Maybe you have, like, maybe you're seeking, you're feeling deep down this void within you, something you want to fulfill, and what it is that you're asking about, you have you think that it is going to fulfill that void. But maybe, like, I feel like a lot of times with the Nine of Cups being in reverse, it's like you gotta reconsider, are you sure that what it is that you're asking about really is going to fulfill that void? It's like when you it's like some of you, it's like you have the most beautiful house or you have the perfect car, but then like that void would be kind of friends. So to that, maybe you're thinking to yourself like, yes, I'm sure that that would fill my void, because like I want people to enjoy this house with, I want like people to enjoy this car with. So that would make sense. Others of you, it's like maybe you're asking about a possible say like a particular job, but the question is here, it's like, are you going after that job, or are you going after that school, say here, for your parents? Are you doing it for your significant other, or are you really going after it because it's something that you know is going to make you happy and like absolutely fulfill you within? So there seems to be that question of like, why is it that you're seeking what it is that you're going after? And so if the question is yes, then sure, there you go. But a lot of times with the Nine of Cups, more so I feel like I'm looking at a postponed or a wish that is yet to be completed, and it seems to be, it either really fills that void, is something that's really going to make you happy, or it's just something that you feel like would make you possibly miserable here, or it's like less than that. Probably I'm being extreme here. Next, moving on, and you have here the Lovers in a reverse. Yeah, there you go. See, you guys, these two make a lot of sense together, because a lot of times with the Lovers here, there seems to be what it is that you're asking about seems to be off. It's either off balance or just not aligning with you. So the first thing with the Lovers here, I can already tell that maybe there's something here that you're seeking or you're going after, but deep down maybe you're doubting whether it's going to work out or not. First of all, like a lot of times with the Lovers, you'll see that what it is, like what it is that you like, or what it is that you're seeking or going after, your soul would not be attached to that if it did not know that it had the potential to get it in the first place. Say you like a particular quality about a person, you're not going to like that quality unless it was already within you and your soul kind of recognized that, and that's why it's going after it. So the first things first is that there may be some internal doubts going on with you, and maybe that's why the like the potential, what it is that you're asking about, hasn't come into fruition yet. Others of you, I can already tell that there may be some sort of disagreement, possibly with people around you or a particular person in your life. You're not seeing eye to eye. You have like possibly different values, or you feel like you're growing separately apart. So think of like the main reason that this person is in your life in the first place. Is this somebody that truly makes you happy, or is it somebody that you want to keep around probably for like the sake of others, or for the sake of like something else, something ego related, as opposed to something your spirit deep down really desires, and something that is going to fulfill you deep down? So there, first of all, you got to consider that question. But second of all, if the answer is yes to whether this person should be, or these specific people should be in your life, then there needs to be an introduction of more like compassion and and love and taking the situation easy until you kind of figure out some sort of medium. If not, I feel like with the lovers, a lot of times it's like it kind of a lot of times encourages you, if this person or this thing that you're asking about, think deeply about it, and if it does not align with you, then maybe it's best to kind of let it go and seek something else. But for the most part, I feel like with the lovers, there seems to be a lot of, conflicting thoughts within you, some internal conflict as opposed to a kind of external conflict. So what it is, like, you maybe are doubting yourself a lot, and maybe that's interfering with the manifestation process. Or others of you, I feel like you may be asking about somebody or particular people or person in your life that you are in disagreement with. And so there needs to be that question of like, why do you want to keep them around? And if it's something completely different, such as a job or some sort of application or something coming your way, or buying a particular house, it's like you gotta rethink or reassess why is it that you're going after what it is that you're asking about. Next, moving on, and you guys have here the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords is all about curiosity. Is all about vocalization, communication. So for some of you, if you're talking about like specific people in your life, such as an ex, or say parents here, or like a boss figure, or somebody you're in a disagreement with, a lot of times you're gonna find that, first of all, like I would say, as much as you're thinking about this question in your head, if it's a person, I feel like they're thinking about you too. There's a lot of curiosity there. There seems to be passion and need for communication. But if we're talking about people, I feel like there is that internal struggle. First of all, like vocalizing what it is that they are feeling, and second, if like, what is the purpose of like reaching out to this person, or seeking this person? Is it again something that is truly going to fulfill me, or is it something that is going to bring more problems moving forward, or something that they know is going to have consequences in the long run? And that goes back to you. If you're asking about a specific person, do you really want this person because of like an ego thing, or is it something that truly fulfills you and completes you, and is going to have like provide you that happily ever after? So that is one thing to consider. Others of you, if it's something other like than people, if it's something material, something in life, a lot of times with the Page of Swords, this is more of like, it never, like the Page of Swords would never discourage you to go after something. It's always encouraging you to jump into the abyss, like see what happens, see like what it brings you. The worst case scenario is that you're either going to get rejected, or it's going to be a no. But it's like you'd rather have that rejection or no, rather than it's like questioning what could have been, or what you should have done, and what the outcome could have been like. So it's always an encouragement. So I can already tell that what it is that you're asking about, there seems to be a lot of enthusiasm, eagerness, and passion, but also a lot of things, like with the Page of Swords here, specifically, like first of all, it could be attached to like something regarding teaching, like public speaking, or it could be talking about some sort of online project, such like if you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to be like open some sort of like open online business, then I feel like this is an encouragement to kind of go for it. There's nothing wrong that could come out of it. But a lot of times with like the Page of Swords, it's mostly all about kind of learning rather than mastery. So it's like you got to jump into it, because there is going to be challenges, and there is going to be a learning process. It doesn't look like this is something that you're going to go in and you're going to have all your answers. I feel like this is something you're more so going to learn along the way. So if it's like it's a business, go for it. There is going to be challenges, and there you are going to be learning along the way. If you're asking about some sort of application, such as a job or like a school thing, I feel like it's going, or it's like under process. It's being processed. There is no specific answer yet as to like whether it's a yes or a no, but we're going to see further. Next, you guys have here the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you guys, this makes a lot of sense. So if we're talking about a particular business here, I feel like there is something that you have to reconsider or really think about this, because like actually makes a lot of sense. Because with the Page of Swords, when I said just a second ago that this is more of so something that you're still learning about, this is something you haven't mastered. A lot of times with the Ace of Pentacles, you could experience delays, or you could experience fallouts, or something may not fall through because it hasn't been completely calculated. There has been things that you should have thought about, and some things. So it more so like whatever it is that you're asking about, make sure that you have like the like a long-term future plan, what the consequences are going to be, what they're going to look like, and what it is going to lead to. So if it's something, again, if it's something regarding a person, I feel like you may need to kind of take a step back and refresh your eyes, refresh your head, and look at it from another perspective. You're thinking about some sort of business venture that you want to go after, you want to open, or you want to do. Is it going to be a success? I feel like there are things that yet need to be calculated. If you're thinking about anything, other than jobs, business, finances, schooling, and love, or people, relationships, I feel like there needs to be some sort of reconsidering what it is that you're asking about and what the long-term results are going to be like. Because from the looks of it, there seems to be a lot of doubting. Because it's like when you're trying to manifest something, if there are doubts, it's like if deep down, if there's any sort of questioning of like whether this is going to be for you or not, or you're up to the task or not, best believe that it's not going to come into fruition, but it's going to delay the process. And I feel like for the most part, this is what I'm looking at here. There seems to be delays. So if you're asking about somebody, they may be not possibly reaching out because they are in their own like dilemma, some sort of like problems within themselves. If you're talking about like something you've applied to, I feel like it's undergoing some sort of a process that there hasn't been like a full answer yet. It's not a yes or a no, and there seems to be some sort of delays. If you're thinking about anything in general, I feel like there seems to be an overall reconsidering of why it is that you're going after what it is that you're thinking about here. Let's see the final answer, and you guys have here Temperance. Yeah, see, there you go. Not only delays, but I feel like there needs to be a bit more patience. So, to sum this up, I feel like I'm looking at a no, guys, because like a lot of times with Temperance, this is like spirit encouraging you to kind of to go with like the middle ground. So what that means, I feel like for some of you, what it is that you're talking, like asking about, I feel like I feel like spirit may be closing or shutting some doors in front of you to kind of lead you towards another path, as in this is not something that is truly going to fulfill you. This is not the path that is going to make you happy. And so it's like we have other plans for you. We're leading you towards these plans, but you got to be patient in the process. So that's a no. Others of you, I feel like that's a no, because whatever it is that you're asking for, it's just simply that you are better than that. You deserve more than that. It's like, say, for example, if you're talking about an ex here, it's like spirit's way of telling you that you are better than that person. Why would you want to go back to this person? This person is not going to fulfill you, is not going to make you happy. And you're like, you're better than that. So we're going to shut that door because something better is coming ahead, especially here with Temperance. It's like everything is going to come full circle. You're going to understand why it's going to be a no. So it's not like something you're going to get a no for and you're going to be completely lost. No, I feel like you're eventually going to get your answer, but you got to be patient through the process. So whatever it is that you're asking about, group one, it seems to be a no for now, because you're either better than that, or just simply that you're meant to be on a different path, a path that is truly going to fulfill you. But whatever it is that you're asking about, this is not what it is that fulfills you. So there you go, group one. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If it resonated, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'll deeply appreciate it. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below regarding what the question was, if you want to. And if you want to see more, you can always subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. Bye. Hey, group two, if you guys chose green, welcome to your reading. So let's get into this. And your first card, you guys have here the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I can already tell that maybe for some of you, what it is that you're asking about seems very tough on you. Like it's something that really took a toll on you, something that seems to be very difficult. But a lot of times with the Ten of Swords being reversed, it's like this is an encouragement for you to kind of let something go. It almost feels like maybe you're trying to combat something that seems inevitable. Like what it is that you're asking about is gonna happen. So there needs to be like that allowance coming from your part to kind of let things run their course, let things be. There's going to be a reason for whatever happens here, whatever it is that you're asking about, whatever the answer is. There is going to be a reason behind that, a lesson to be learned. But for the most part, I feel like right from the start, I can tell that whatever it is that you're talking, like you're asking about, may have like some sort of like hurtful impact if you're not already, kind of living within that hurt. So you're trying to change it, or you're trying to see if it is going to change. So like with that being said, the good thing about the Ten of Swords here, it's like it is in reverse. So you'll see that when it reversed, that these swords are not coming into your, like they're not going into your back, they're actually starting to fall off your back. So kind of representing that there is a period that is about to end. This is more so of like a, and like especially at the beginning here, this is like a welcome card for what is yet to come. It's like there is going to be a change that is going to get some of this, what seems to be like, for some of you could be talking about something that could have been like so bad that it's traumatic, some sort of like horrible situation. Like others of you, I feel like whatever hurt you, or like this thing you're asking about, may be so hurtful that you carried or you buried some of that, like the pain deep down within, that now you don't realize that you're holding on to some pain, but it's like an encouragement for you to kind of let them go, because things are about to get better. So Ten of Swords is like a welcome to some sort of positive change, something that's going to make you feel better as an overall, like regardless of what the answer is going to be. So let's move forward. The next card, and you guys have here the Ten of Wands in reverse, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, both reversed. Yeah, like what is going on with you guys? Because like the Ten of Wands is also like you carrying deep rooted burdens, things that are too much to handle for one person, things that need to be shared. Say if you're talking about some sort of workload, maybe think about sharing that with others as opposed to taking most of the project onto yourself. If you're talking about a like a particular person that is hurting you or really affecting you, you may need to open up to other people. It's like these traumas, these it's like could be traumas, it could be that you're going through some sort of like heavy, like a situation that seems to be very heavy for you to be going through on your own. So maybe try to to other people, open up to other people, maybe seek therapy, get some of the load off your chest, and not try not to hold on to it too much. Another thing with the Ten of Wands, it's like whatever it is that you may be stressing over or you're feeling horrible over, it's like it doesn't have to be like that. It can be easier. It's like in a way, it's like, why are you doing that to yourself, or why are you holding on to this pain? Just let it go, let things run their course, and see what happens from here. So regardless of your question, I can already tell like the first step that you need to do is not to worry, not to stress about it, and let some of it off your chest. But for the most part, I feel like I need to kind of reverse these roles, because like these two cards, because it's like you started off with like having pain. I can already tell that there's something here that really hurt you deep down within, or whatever it is that you're asking about. You feel like there could be, if it's not what you're seeking, it may have like really horrible repercussions or results. It's like if it's opposite what you wished for, you feel like it's really going to hurt you deep down within. But to start off, I feel like the cards are encouraging you not to emphasize on it or give it that much of an importance, and that like it seems horrible now, you seem to be holding on to a lot of things, but with the Ten of Swords, it's like let some of that go. As horrible as that may be, you can look within, you can search for whatever needs to be healed, therapy, talk to other people, share the load. But eventually I feel like everything's going to be okay. It's like everything happens for a reason. Don't worry, don't stress, let things run their course, and there's going to be some form of new start that is going to get some of that pain, some of that trouble or internal struggle. Mainly here, it's like that mental aspect of it is going to get off your chest. You're not going to have to carry it for longer than that. Next, you guys have here the King of Cups in reverse. What is going on for you guys? There seems to be a lot of repressed emotions here. So what it is that you're asking about, I can tell that it means a lot to you, to the point where it's like it makes my happiness or it breaks my happiness. But another thing with the King of Cups here is like I feel like there may be somebody or a particular person in your life that may be affecting you emotionally, somebody that has introduced a lot of troubles, a lot of like possible manipulation. So if like, especially if we're talking about the King of Cups when in reverse, it's maybe talking about somebody who knows how to emotionally get on your nerves, emotionally manipulate you, make you feel like you are the reason behind whatever is going on here. You are the culprit, and that they find a way, it's like to make you feel insane. If this is not like a person in your life, somebody who's like really affecting you and beating you down and creating a lot of burdens and troubles that you do not deserve, this could be talking about you doing that to yourself. There's like a lot of things that you are repressing, keeping to yourself. There seems to be that emotional, like it's like you're anxious or you're depressed or you're very stressed. You may get to a a point where you start thinking about like cutting your bangs or cutting all your hair off. Like, don't do it. Let me tell you right now, everything about this is telling me that it's not worth it, that like the stress and the trouble that you're going through. And so I feel like for the most part with the King of Cups and being in reverse, it's like how important this question it is to you, and like the type of emotional stress that is causing that, along with like the mental. So I feel like you guys, right from the start, I can already tell that you're, whatever it is that you're asking about seems to be tough and really weighing on you heavy. But let's see what we get further here. Next, you guys have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay, so this can go two ways. So for some of you, say like I feel like you maybe like, say for example, if you're talking thinking about some, or you're like asking about some sort of project, maybe even in your head you want to like detach from that, you want to go your own way, you want to do something different, because like you feel like the route that you're in is creating a lot of stress, it's creating a lot of burdens, and you're trying to combat these feelings, but maybe you're trying to combat them in the wrong way. So with that being said, like if that's the case, or maybe if you're dealing with somebody who you feel is introducing a lot of like troubles and struggles in your life, if that is the case, I would say like with the Three of Cups, this is like an encouragement for you to kind of, yes, detach. Sometimes there are people that you no longer click with. There is like a certain job that you're going after that you're not going to be welcome in. It's not going to be the best, solution for you. So it's best to kind of venture on your own, do your own thing, carry some of like carry your dreams alone, because like your ambitions are higher than what you are like maybe say the people that you're dealing with. But if not, I feel like there's a lot of load that you're carrying on to yourself, where you're detaching yourself from people, you're like holding on to everything on your own, when really you should go and try and find your tribe, people that are going to try and take off some of that load off of you. You don't need to be going through this alone. You need to like vocalize it, let it out, let others know about it, as opposed to repressing everything and detaching and pushing people away. Sometimes that's really not going to resolve anything. So especially if you're feeling alone in a situation that seems very blocked, or you don't know what to do about, it's best to kind of seek advice, exterior advice, seek like other people, if you're talking about as like a third party situation. So like this, if you're asking about somebody, maybe like a love offer or anything of that sort with the Three of Cups, this is more like it usually depends on the like the cards surrounding it. Say if you're asking about a particular person, this person may be involved with more than one person, but I cannot tell for sure that if this person is like, so I can already tell, like I said earlier, that there is some sort of emotional manipulation happening here. This person, like I can see two ways or two scenarios here. Kind of depends on the last card, because like for some of you there could be like some sort of emotional manipulation, or this could be a case of like somebody who's shut off from that third party, as in they're not really interested, they're kind of pushing people away. But we'll see. But for the most part with the Three of Cups here, there is either too much isolation, that you're carrying most of like the burdens and the load onto yourself, and you need to seek out other people, or seek help to get kind of heal that or get that off your chest. Or you're dealing with somebody who's, or like a particular situation that's really affecting your life, and maybe you're trying to hold on to it like for longer than needed, or you're stressing more about it, when really you should detach, because like it's something that is really not clicking, or it's just simply not working out with you. Even if we're talking about something that's like as general as like seeking a job or going into a particular school, it's like, why are you stressing over like your assignments or the exams? Just let things run their course, because like you can only do so much and leave everything up to the universe and see like how things go from there. So there's something here that is already written, or something that is absolutely inevitable, that you have to kind of let be and not stress about. So I'll leave that up to you to kind of, because like what the best answer is going to be. So if it's something that's really bothering you and you're already isolated, maybe seek other people. If like if it's the opposite, there's a situation or people around you that are really affecting you mentally and emotionally, maybe try and detach and let them be. If this is a third party situation, we're gonna see here, or like a particular person you're asking about, and you guys have here the Knight of Cups. Okay, this is interesting. So why do I feel like I need to? Okay, so we started with the nine of like a 10 of wands, You got the King of Cups, Three of Cups, Knight of Cups, and then the Ten of Swords. Eventually there is going to be some sort of new beginning, some sort of change. Knight of Cups is all about, overcoming challenges. There is something that is going to be proposed to you, some sort of answer, some sort of solution that is going to relieve some of the burden, some of the pain, some of the like the mental and emotional struggle. So if you're talking about like say if we're, for example, when like I said earlier, if this is like a third party situation, or talking about a particular person, are they going to stand with you or with like this other third party? I feel like for the most part they're going to detach from like this third party situation, and there's something here that is going to be presented or proposed to you. If we're talking about like a job or a certain school that you're going after, or like exams, I feel like whatever the outcome is going to be here, it's going to be something that is going to relieve you and is going to be the reason for some form of like new beginning. So is this a yes or a no in general, like regardless of what your question is or what has been said? This is a yes. So, but like before, like with that, I will say there seems to be a lot of stress and holding on to unnecessary feelings or situations, that, and that part, I feel like for the most part, you gotta detach and let it go. And that's like how maybe you're gonna speed up the process of getting what it is that you want. But like the main theme here is letting go of something, or relieving something, or getting something off of your chest. Like, why are you holding on to it so much? Maybe you gotta venture onto something new, or go like do something opposite what it is that you're already doing. It's like a lot of times with the Three of Cups, especially when in reverse, that is like sometimes it may be talking about like, for example, having a habit of drinking a lot, of partying a lot. It's like maybe it's time to kind of quit that. So like especially if you like put it on like whatever your question is, and like with all these cards surrounding it, it's like whatever it is that you're doing, you got to go the opposite of that, because like it seems to be affecting you so bad on an emotional and mental level. But like best believe with the Ten of Swords here, especially Knight of Cups and Ten of Swords, that it's going to turn out, for the best. And there's something here that is about to be presented to you that's going to relieve you. So this is a yes for you, group 2, and I hope you guys will end up like eventually doing better, like regardless. Like I hope it's not as bad as I'm reading it here, but yeah, everything's going to be better. And that is all. Let me know how you guys felt about this reading. If it resonated, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And I'd love to know what your question was about, or read your comments in general. And if you guys want to see more like this, you can always subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. Bye. Hey group 3, if you guys chose purple, welcome to your reading. So let's get right into this. And you guys have here the Fool. Wow, okay, this is a really good beginning to your reading, you guys. Especially the way we started off. The Fool is all about new beginnings, is about a fresh new start, is about an adventure, potential, opportunity. So if you're like right off the bat, if you're trying to manifest something, if you're thinking about a particular someone, or it's like something that lies within like the thought of manifestation, I can make it happen. The Fool is like your card of it's more so asking you, like, you don't need to worry. Why are you worrying? Why are you feeling anxious? It's like sit back, lay back, relax, chill, and just like embrace the process, embrace this adventure, embrace like the process, or the like have patience to see how things unfold. There's no need to worry, there's no need for anxiousness and all that. So a really great beginning for you guys, regardless of what your question is, or if it's like a yes or no. Next, you guys have here the High Priestess. So the Fool, the High Priestess. So whatever adventure that you're going on, whatever this new beginning, potential opportunity, whatever it is, the High Priestess is a card that encourages you to kind of trust the process. With the High Priestess, oftentimes you'll find that the universe is conspiring behind your back to kind of make whatever it is that you desire happen for you. So this is a very interesting and exciting beginning to your reading, because like I don't know how, like what the answer is going to be if you've already gotten the Fool and the High Priestess. Because like another thing with the High Priestess here, it's like all about your intuition, it's all about what you believe, it's all about like again the universe kind of conspiring behind your back to make something happen. It's all about illumination, it's all about secrets coming to life. It's all about knowledge, it's all about wisdom. So whatever it is that you're seeking, a lot of times with the High Priestess, there's also that aspect of like the answer lying within yourself. So it's kind of interesting that it showed up in a yes or no reading, because like oftentimes the high priestess is all about trusting yourself, trusting your intuition. So deep down, like whatever answer you get here, whether yes, it's a yes or no, I feel like with the high priestess, it's like that encouragement of like, or like that question of like, why are you here? There is this path that you're going through here, whether it's like a job, it's somebody you're asking about, something you're trying to manifest in general. It's like, why are you here? Deep down, I feel like you already know the answer. You already know that you're going to get something for certain, but maybe you're having trouble or struggle kind of trusting that. And with the high priestess, it's like you'd rather trust your gut, or rather trust your gut, your intuition, than say here like a general tarot reader you found online, or a general video you found online telling you whether it's a yes or no. So if that makes sense to put it frankly and out there. So if you guys get a yes or a no, I feel like especially here with the high priestess, this is like an indication. If you feel like the yes or the no that you got is opposite what you're feeling internally, then go with what you're feeling rather than like what you got in this video, if that makes sense. So in a way, it's like trust the process, trust the path, is trust that the universe has your back, and like be more, or it's like an encouragement for you to kind of be more in tune with your divine feminine, that internal part of you, and nurture that, believe that, and go with it, as opposed to kind of going against it and questioning it and creating more trouble for yourself, or anxiousness or stress, when it really there is like, I feel like in general, this is just like you already know the answer, and the universe has got your back, whatever it is that you're asking for, or whatever it is that you're trying to manifest or trying to go for. This new beginning, opportunity, answers, illumination in general, wisdom, whatever it is that you're seeking here. Next, you guys have here the Ace of Wands being in reverse. So with that, there I see, first of all, there's like delays. So this may be like the High Priestess in the Ace of Wands. This is like things are, like I said, the universe is kind of conspiring behind your back. Things are going on or happening behind the scenes, and you may not necessarily be feeling them. Although looking at the High Priestess here, I feel like I'm looking at, or like I'm talking to somebody who's already like, you have that, you're closer to the divine, or you have like a high priestess is that connection between you and the underworld. So I feel like you're already in tune with that, or you already have that. It's just that you gotta trust that. And gotta trust that the answer like lies within you, because it almost feels like here with Ace of Wands, it's like you're seeking signs. You want to get signs from the outside, when really you already maybe have these signs, or you're already feeling them, or you're getting some form like downloads with the High Priestess here, but you're not seeing them, or you're not interpreting them the right way. But like eventually here with the Ace of Wands, I feel like for the most part there is this like passion or belief within you that you want to let out, you want to exercise. But maybe there's like, I feel like for a lot of you, you may be doubting the process of what it is that you're asking about. You may be doubting like your actions. You may be doubting your path. You may be doubting your manifestation. You may be doubting what it is. Like you're questioning your inner self. You're questioning your gut here, when really that is something that's only getting, like, if you're trying to manifest something, creating for the most part delays. But on the other hand, I feel like there are going to be delays either way, because you may not see them now, but like I said with the High Priestess here, there are things that are working or happening behind the scenes. Although I feel like for the most part you should be sensing them, but if not, it's like you may not see them, you may not sense them, but it doesn't mean that things are not progressing. It doesn't mean that things are not, moving or not happening. It's like, say for example, you're trying to heal yourself. Maybe like, why are you with that Fool here? You've already gone down this path of like trying to manifest healing, so why are you questioning that? Why are you doubting that? If you've applied for a job and deep down you feel like you are the one for it, deep down in your gut you feel like there is change about that is about to come, so why are you kind of doubting that process? Like enjoy it, enjoy the time that you have free before you start that new job, if that makes sense. So it's like, whatever process you're going through, make sure that you're having the best time and trusting the process, as opposed to kind of going against it and creating more like, anxiousness or trouble, or whatever the case is here for yourself. And especially if you're trying to manifest a certain outcome, this is only going to create delays. So like, at the end of the day here, it's like, why are you doubting what it is that you are meant to be on this certain path? But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen at a certain time in a certain place. It's like, almost in a way with the High Priestess, kind of out of your hand, but also not really. It just has to be like a certain way, like for the best outcome or for the best results for you. Next, moving on, and you guys have here the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, see, there is this theme with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups of you kind of doubting yourself or having these internal fears, or maybe there are people, like whatever it is that you're asking about, like people are, maybe you are telling yourself that this is a dream that is too good to be true, or this is something that you do not deserve or you're not worthy of. Maybe you feel like you're not up to the task or you're not the one for it, or if you're expressing these emotions or these feelings, maybe you're talking about it too much, you'll find that people around you are discouraging you or are telling you things opposite of what it is that you truly believe. And maybe it's like, say for example, you went for an exam and deep down you feel like you did really well, but like after a couple of hours you start questioning yourself, maybe I didn't do that well, or maybe like I messed up, or maybe it's like, why are you doing that to yourself? Let things go, let things be, enjoy the process and let it be. So with a Page of Cups here, I feel like whatever it is you're asking about seems like too good to be true, or you feel like it's something that would never happen to you. You may be questioning that, or you're feeling like you are not the one for it. But it's like, again, when I said here, whatever path that you're questioning, what if you started something, go through with it, because I feel like the outcome is going to be positive, but it may require a bit more patience from you in order to kind of see it come into fruition or see it happening here. So, and a lot of you, I feel like if you're going after something, or say as some sort of entrepreneurship, or you're about to start something new, you may have this fear of kind of talking to other people around you in fear of like maybe they'll steal your ideas, or maybe they'll discourage you. And maybe you're right. Maybe there are things here that are best kept a secret until you see that positive outcome, and that's when you start talking about it. But others of you, I feel like you might find that it's like when you're trying to manifest in something, and it's like in order for it to happen, it's like it's better for you to kind of tell other people that I am gonna do that, because that kind of in a way motivates you to keep going. Now that you said it out loud, you're not gonna embarrass yourself, or you're not gonna push, or it's like that way of you making or forcing yourself to believe that it will happen to you. So take it however it resonates. For some of you, I feel like there are things that you're going through, a certain path that you're going through, that maybe it's best to kind of keep it a secret and not talk too much about it, because like sometimes there's a lot of people in your life that will try to dim your light as opposed to kind of encourage you and push you further. Others of you, if you're trying to manifest something, maybe it's best for you to kind of put it out there, put it into the universe, talk about it, like I'm going to be a lawyer, I'm going to be an engineer, like I'm going to manifest this certain person back. And that's kind of in a way kind of encourages you and progresses, that this process. Although with the High Priestess and the Ace of Wands, I feel like everything is meant to happen at a certain place and time. There's nothing you can do about it. So best, enjoy the process and not think or stress too much about it. Next, you guys have here, or finally, you have the Moon in reverse. Wow. With the Moon here, it's like you're dealing with certain illusions, anxieties, fears. This is like a very like big theme here with the Ace, Page, and the Moon here being in reverse. These illusions, there are things that you believe are not going to happen, but these are kind of like negative energies that are surrounding you, that you are keeping within. But with like the Moon being in reverse here, this is a sign that these negative energies, these negative feelings are subsiding, and they're slowly kind of going away. So you're slowly going to gain some form of clarity. But another thing that's amazing about the Moon here being in reverse, it's like you have the Moon and the High Priestess. See, group 3, I don't know why you guys are here, because I feel like for the most part, a lot of you may be already psychic, or you have like you're very intuitive, or you're very in tune with your surroundings and in tune with yourself at that. And with the Moon being in reverse, I feel like you're maybe already getting intuitive messages or psychic downloads, but you may be having a hard time, like I said here with the Ace of Wands being in reverse. It's like at a point you may, like I feel like for some of you, you may be looking for signs, looking for things to kind of make you feel or confirm your already internal feelings, if whether it's like a yes or no, you're looking for these signs. But I feel like you may already be getting those signs with the Moon in reverse, but you're having a hard time kind of making them make sense. You may be interpreting like the signs differently, or you just simply don't know how to make them make sense, and so you're having struggles or troubles dealing with that, or resolving that, and maybe that's why you're here, maybe that's why you're listening to this reading. And if not, that is okay. But for the most part, I will say, before I give you the final answer, with the High Priestess and the Moon here, I feel like these two, or this whole reading, especially with this whole theme of like you having doubts or doubting yourself, it's like deep down within you already have your answer. And so I'll say what I said previously, regardless of whether you get a yes or a no. If you feel deep down that the answer that you got here, what's like, say if it's a yes and you feel like it should be a no, this is very big on trusting your intuition rather than external signs. Because like, one, you may already be like, if you're receiving dreams, I would say like keep a dream diary, write everything down. If you're having a hard time making sense of them or interpreting them, that is okay. You can collect them, and maybe after a while come back to them with a fresh head or fresh mind and look into them again and find your clarity, because there is something here that is about to come out, some sort of clarity, some sort of illumination, wisdom. But for the most part, you guys trust your intuition, trust your gut, regardless of what the answer is going to be. And the answer is, I will say here, for the most part, it's obviously and clearly a yes. There is something here that is heading your way. It may be a bit delayed. It could be like on one part, like you, but for the most part, I feel like it's being delayed because it's meant to happen at a certain time and place. I feel like I've said this like 100 times by now, and you're about to embark onto something kind of great that is bringing with it kind of like the unknown, but it at the same time is encouraging you to kind of enjoy that process, because the outcome is going to be exactly what it is that you desired. So there's no need for kind of anxiety or feeling like this is too good to be true, or your dreams are never going to come true. I feel like these are all just in your head. Let them out, let them be free, enjoy the process, and keep moving forward, or you're going to get like really positive answers or results regarding whatever it is that you're asking about here, group 3. So I forgot to light our candles, but that is okay. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading, and if you guys did enjoy it, make sure to hit that thumbs up. I'll deeply appreciate it, and I'd love to know or hear what your question was, or like in general how you felt about this. I love reading your comments, and if you want to see more videos like this, you can always subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video, hopefully. Bye.